What's going on, everyone? Today we are talking about a white map strategy, the low tier maps for the people that may be struggling to get into the higher tier maps, or maybe you're watching this and you just started the league or a future league start and you just need a good basis of something to run to start to be able to buy your more upgraded gear. Now, if you are watching this and you look this up, it is a safe bet that most of you are struggling in maps, and you're probably looking at a bunch of videos and farming strategies and thinking, oh my god, I suck. This looks so easy for these people. They're moving so fast. They're killing everything in one hit. Yeah, no shit, because the people you're watching, like me even, have 4,000 plus hours in it. I have 4,000 plus hours in it. I'm still learning stuff all the time. There was at least probably 1,000 hours of me messing around in this game before that where I was absolute garbage. It wasn't until, the game kind of clicked that I really, started to get better and better and better and enjoy myself more and more and more. The first time you beat Shaper, the first time you ult F4 out of the Cirrus fight, because Cirrus could kiss my ass. All of that is just, it's worth it. Stick with it. Don't get discouraged. If you have to do this to get better gear, follow a guide to get better gear, all of that stuff, it is completely understandable. Now that I got that out of the way, though, let's get into the strategy. Okay, for the tree, we are going to be running beasts and essences. Yes, this is a very common strategy. I also think it is an amazing strategy, and it works because the beasts and essences, their drops do not matter by their tier. They only matter by the nodes on the Atlas tree. So you're going to need a handful of points to do this, but hopefully, you can make your way up. You don't need every single one of these nodes for it to work. They just are going to help. So you're going to go up the middle through this way. First, you can do these, the 2% chance for monsters to drop an additional connected map. This is going to help you fill out the Atlas and kind of sustain your way through it. I also have videos on how to self-sustain your Atlas passive you can look up if you want. But we are going to come over here, get 3% chance to create a copy of beasts captured in your maps. This is very good. You definitely want this. Going to go up, go down to the left. We're going to get some more additional connected maps. For map sustain, get this essence node right here. Can be shrieking essence can be duplicated. Corrupting imprisoned monsters in your maps cannot release them. This is great because when you corrupt an essence, it usually will auto pop. That can get you killed sometimes. Super annoying. This is super powerful. Then we're going to go up here. We're going to focus on getting the essence nodes first. These two main ones. Essences found in your maps are a tier higher. Also incredibly important. So we're going to rush and get these two first so you can get some higher tier essences. Then we're going to branch off into the left here. Get these nodes. We're going to get the hunt for creation because that will increase your odds of getting some good beasts like the creation Camaro. And then obviously beasts in your maps are more likely to be less common varieties. That's a no-brainer. That's self-explanatory. Up here we have your map. Ironheart missions have 8% chance to contain additional packs of beasts instead of other monsters. That's a good one. Then we're going to go down here and get yellow beasts in your maps have 15% chance to be replaced with red beasts. There are two main beasts, yellow ones and red ones. The red ones are better, but they're also harder to kill, but they aren't ridiculous. Now, if you're trying to kill these beasts and you realize they are too difficult, say you are a very tanky build, you don't do a ton of damage, you can come down here and get the one that makes Ironheart do a ton more damage. He will hang out with you while you're doing this mission, and there's beasts involved, and he will do damage, so this can help. When you are running these essences, the 4 you want to look out for is if it contains one of Scorn, Envy, this is Envy, I don't have any right now, Misery, or Dread. Okay, and in this example, I do not have one of those. There's no purple, so I would just run this as is. But let's say this was a Shrieking Essence of Envy, and it was purple. What you want to do is take a Remnant of Corruption and click on it that way. It has a chance of upgrading the purples to the strongest 4 of essences, not to mention upgrading the other essences in general. So when you run this, again, in white maps, this is the exact same drop that you would get if you did this in a tier 16 map. Now, as far as the passive tree, you should put 2 points into imprisoned monsters have a 10% chance to contain a remnant of corruption. That is how you're going to get these remnant of corruptions that you can put on these essences. Now, once you have a bunch saved up, let's say 25, 30, 40 of them, you can take these points out using an Orb of Unmaking, and you can refund the passives and put them into these two and take them out of corruption. Because if they are already corrupted, you can't corrupt them and have a chance of upgrading them. So it's not always good to get a ton more essences of corruption. Also, once you start getting currency, you're going to start wanting to put the essence map craft on it. It's 2 essences for 2 chaos. That is very much worth it. You will make more than 2 chaos, or more than 1 chaos per essence every single time. I don't think it's possible to get lower than that. So it is always worth it once you have enough chaos, and you realize that your upgrades now are not 1-2 chaos upgrades. You need to save up a little more. Start using this more often. For the beasts, there are a couple ways to get them. The first way is, as you complete maps, you are going to get Einhard missions, which is this button right here. You can see I have 4 for white maps, 1 for yellow, and 62 for red tier maps, because I've been running red tier maps for quite a while and have not been using the Einhard things. I've been doing other farming strategies, other things for content and videos. Once this is clicked and you run a map, it will force Einhard into the map. Another way is to buy the sextants. They are very cheap right now. Most of you will be watching this currently 3 weeks into 3.22. They are only about 2 chaos. Your maps contain Einhard. What you're going to do, you're going to get this charge compass on the trade site. You need either to copy the whisper, or if your account is connected, like mine is, you can click direct whisper. It will whisper them in game, or you can just go here, Control V, copy paste, hit enter, and you have send the message, do the trade. You are going to take that and you are going to hit G, right click on the compass. This is not an Einhard compass. This is for example's sake. And you are going to put it on one of the watchstones. If you don't have any of the watchstones, don't worry about this. Worry more about the Einhard missions. You really should try and get a watchstone as quickly as possible so you can force Einhard on your map. When you have a white map and you click on Einhard, you can start the map and you will notice there will now be Einhard following you around. There will also be yellow and red beasts. Like I said, there are 2 different kinds. I'm going to ignore this delirium portal. See, there is a yellow beast right there. You can see his icon. You will get them to 1 HP, and then Einhard will capture them. He's right here. He will capture them, and that is how you capture them. And what they are is they are basically ingredients in a recipe that you can use. Now see, this is a red beast. A little bit more rare, a little bit harder. Get him down to 1 HP. You can keep moving. It doesn't matter. Einhard will capture them, and then they will do their drops as if you had slain them. That's how you capture the beasts. So once you have some beasts saved up, you can go to your waypoint and go to the menagerie. This is Einhard's area. If you have run into him and you're at the end of the game, you should have this. And what he sells are these right here, these bestiary orbs. You buy some of these, you can go over to View Bestiary, down to Captured Beasts, and you can right-click on the bestiary orbs, and you can click on one of the captured beasts, and it will store it in this. Now, you can price check very easily with Awakened POE Trade. Control D, once you have Awakened POE Trade, you can see this one. It's worth 5 chaos. I could put that up for about 5 chaos. You cannot price check while it is in the bestiary. So another way of checking before you waste a bestiary orb is to go to the POE.ninja, go to economy, go down to beasts, and then you can look at a list of what everything is worth. You can, in a browser, hit Control F, go to search. Say I have a Lynx Alpha. I could type in Lynx Alpha, click the arrow, see where it is on the list. I could see that is worth 5 chaos. On a side note, you can force Einhard by using memories that go on your atlas tree, or not your atlas tree, but your just general atlas, to force Einhard also, but that's more expensive, a little bit higher game, a little bit more complicated. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but you can look that up if you are interested in a more higher payout, but a more, currency involved with it. Einar is actually generally cool. You can mess around with this. You go to the blood altar and you can see the things that are highlighted you have. So if I want a stack of 2 binding orbs, I have these 2 monsters, and these can be any rare creature. I can click on this. It autofills. I hit craft, spawns some monsters. You kill them. It's like a little mini trial. Once they are all dead, you go to the blood altar. Your reward is right there. Now, the reason beast farming is good is because some of these monsters can give you some really cool things. You can add, mods to a utility flask, craft aspect of the spider scale on something. We need a venomous first of the night. This is really cool to mess around with, but I suggest mostly selling them if you need currency or you don't know what you're doing. Now, once you have a bunch of essences saved up, I have an essence tab. You do not need one. I like the essence tab because obviously it makes things more streamlined. You can click upgrade and 3 will go into the next one of a higher tier. Now, if you do not have an essence tab, it is not required. You can take 3 of any essence you have, go to a vendor, go to the sell. It'll upgrade 1 and give you the extra. Because I don't have 6, I have 4. So it'll give me 1 upgrade and it'll give me the extra. You can upgrade that way and you can sell them just as easily on a public trading tab as you can the tab for the essences. Now, there are 2 main ways of selling this. You can sell them individually priced. You will make more money in the long run, but it is a lot more trading. Or you can do the TFT trading, although I know that scares a lot of people. It is not required. But if you want to go the TFT route, which is faster and easier, you can go to the bulk.tftrove.com, not TFT Trove, TF Trove, and you can link your account. Then you can see what tab your essences are in. Mine is in tab 6, right next to Price 2 Chaos. So Price 2 Chaos 6, you can click on that tab. It'll auto see what is in that tab. I do high essences. I usually upgrade them as high as possible. I say I want 100% of the ninja price because POE.ninja is always scanning the economy to see how much things are generally worth. I do about 100%. I select tab. It'll tell me I have 0.49 div or 114 chaos in the tab. Then you're going to put your in-game name in here. Then you will click generate text. It will copy the text for this tab to your clipboard. You can then go to bulk essences WTS want to sell on the Ancestor League in TF Trove. You can click Control V, you can paste it in there. Then you can go back, you can click generate image to get a nice streamlined image for your trade. You can Control V that and you can hit enter and you will get a trade request. And then you can trade them all at once. Why are people buying so many essences? Well, like I said, selling them individually or in like little bulks is more profitable in the long run. But these people most of the time will either have nothing better to do, they like sitting in the base making currency, or they use a bot to sell them also. Now, one thing that you will probably run into is map sustain, and that is you are going to start running low on maps. Use Kirek over here to buy more maps. He is always selling maps for cheap, orbs of chance, and then you can do his map device quest. Once you do one of his things, so you do this map, slay the monsters trapped in essences, kill all the essence monsters. Keep in mind, this does not use your Atlas passive. If you do this essence thing for his mission, it will not use any of this stuff. It treats it as if it's a blank slate. It's very annoying. I wish they would change that. But once you complete one of these missions, his inventory will refresh. So especially when you're doing white maps, you can see once you start doing red maps, they start costing chaos. It gets a little expensive. You are going to not want to do this as much, but for white maps, perfectly fine. Orb of Chance, you should have a solid handful of them by now. Should not be a problem. You can also start putting more into the connected maps nodes because it guarantees that it will drop a connected map. Now, this also goes into how you can use favorite slots to ping pong between maps that you really enjoy. I really enjoy Beach and Strand. I have videos of that. Plenty of people have videos of that on Map Sustain. You can go check that out. I will show you the video that I did here. You might want to watch that so you know what to put your points into to help complete your map atlas as you go up. Also, once you start getting currency, you're going to start wanting to put the essence map craft on it. It's 2 essences for 2 chaos. That is very much worth it. You will make more than 2 chaos, or more than 1 chaos per essence. Every single time. I don't think it's possible to get lower than that. So it is always worth it once you have enough chaos, and you realize that your upgrades now are not 1-2 chaos upgrades. You need to save up a little more. Start using this more often. A bonus farm. Once you start getting to yellow maps, you cannot do this lower than yellow maps. But a good thing, because you're already on this side of the tree, is taking the labyrinth nodes, where you can get an improved labyrinth. Now, it will say improved labyrinth when you highlight it. It will also have a gold aura around the trial portal in your map. And the reason you want to take these is because if we go to POE Ninja, especially at this time of making this video, these 2 of them out of the 3 improved ones are worth 25 and 460. At the time of making this video, that is 2 divine, and they are relatively equally weighted. So it's not like you are never going to find the gift to the goddess. Lab runners want this. It's incredibly valuable for them, and it has gone up 32% in the last 2 or 3 days. So when you get to yellow maps, I would add that in there. That's just a little bonus. So that is a simple white map strategy, people. Again, do not get discouraged if you need this. Don't be ashamed to go follow a build guide. If you kind of winged it for a while and your build kind of sucks, you can do this strategy till you save up enough orbs of regret to respec your character or make some changes now that you're in the end game. So again, thanks everyone for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you are not, and get followed over on twitch.tv. Just Safe on Talk. I am streaming all the time. I answer any question I know the answer to. I love helping people. I've been killing bosses for people. I don't mind whatsoever. So stop over, hang out with us. There's a lot of cool people over there, and a lot of people that frankly know the game better than I do by a solid margin. There's almost always someone there to answer any question you have about this video, other videos, or anything like that. So until the next time, guys, have a good one.